Здравствуйте, дорогие зрители и гости моего канала. Меня зовут Юра, и мы продолжаем играть в замечательную игру, которая называется Game of Thrones, или же Игра престолов. В прошлой серии все начиналось так хорошо, но закончилось весьма прискорбно. Погибли господа, многие хорошие. Погиб главный дома вот этих вот нашего главного героя, и погибла семья почти полностью, семья Гарда. Вот. И сейчас сюда направляются уродцы, которые хотят, чтобы мы дали им присягу. Но я не знаю, не буду. Я уродам присягу давать. Это не по мне, это какое-то говно. Ладно, давайте продолжать. Гарда отправили на стену.
Word up to me. I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first.
Да ладно, не оправдывайся.
Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
Я сделаю все возможное. Будем сильными до конца.
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
Давай, седлай, конечно.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed.
Он сказал передать только тебе.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house.
Вот это значит было важно.
Don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall.
Ни
Become
слова
a
не скажу.
ranger if you can. It will help.
Буду ушами, глазами. Все, Дункан, давай. Поеду я.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
Я буду служить честью.
With honor.
I know you will.
Там не важно, чтобы ответил. Было бы совершенно одинаково. Грустный момент. Парни все понимают.
Garrett, wait.
Талия. О, спасибо.
Be safe.
Спасибо. Ну, такая вот грустная нота. И, видимо, на ней заканчивается какая-то часть эпизода. Угу. Здесь у нас ребятушки молодые. Это дети лорда Форестера покойного. Итан и Талия.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I'm here. It's okay. Don't worry.
Брательный.
It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan,
Да
she's
ничего с ней не
perfectly
станется
safe,
там.
I promise
Все
you.
с ней будет в порядке.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Гаррет
is
сильно не
strong. He can
волнуйся.
take care of himself.
Мы ж
No one
показали,
will
что
tell
он
me what
силен, он с
Garrett
тремя
did, but it must have
уродами
been
разобрался.
serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't
Недооценивает.
know me or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are.
Ну, что сделаешь, придется
I know a
меняться в
lord
любом
has many
случае.
responsibilities, but you don't need to be
Но я
like
сам не
them.
хочу
I
меняться.
don't want to get angry. But I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
Ну ладно,
As many
пацанчик,
as you'd
скажем.
like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Ну что ж, пора. Хватит гулять. Нужно уже и дом
What's the
представлять.
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
Пойдем.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Пойдем. Блин, у меня здесь комп надрывается, ё-моё. Шуршит по-страшному просто. Жарковато немножко. В комнате, тем более, измеряет 33 градуса. В корпусе у меня. В комнате чуть меньше, наверное.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
Ну что, постараемся просто сдержаться и все. Особо не нападать, но...
Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oathbreakers.
Aye, and look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye, and we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Неосознанно пропустил, там нечего было отвечать. А вот он пришел. Уродец.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business. Keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said. When your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Вы убили его семью.
You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you
как вы ответите за поступок своих людей?
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers were the ones of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
Я обо всем позаботился.
He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Маманя пришла.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Спасибо, что пришли.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Делайте, как считается нужным.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Какие еще колени преклонить? Вы что? Охренели, что ли?
Your sister can help us.
А Мира это сестричка? Вот она. Мира Форестер, Красный замок, Королевская гавань. Она вроде как служанка у этой Маргарет. Так, что у нас тут? Давайте сундучок посмотрим. Мира такая себе на уме, я так понимаю. Так, что тут за письмо такое?
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Угу. Так, что за амулет?
Ethan made this.
А, амулет из этого. Итан сделал ей. Хорошо, монеточка.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
И брошь.
It was very kind.
Придается миру воспоминаниям. На,
It once
Маргарет
belonged to Lady
подарила.
Elena.
Пальцы себе не прищеми. Тут главное засов такой нехилый можно делать. Так, что за книга такая? Ну, сейчас читать что ли будем? Годворные чудеса. А, подарок Родрика. Блин, вспоминаешь, что-то... Она как чувствует, наверное, что сейчас... А Родрик-то Родрик. Давайте посмотрим на окно.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Скучает по родным. А, письмо от матери.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Блин, как эта графика, честно говоря, немножко такая размытая. Хотя я все поставил по вышке, но немножко как-то мылит, подмыливает. Я не знаю почему. Надеюсь, на ютубчике этого видно особо не будет. Так, кто там пришел? А ты что за такое? Ты помылся, блин, сначала. Ну, давай, заходи. С чем пришел? Ну, что тут? Это он угля принес, поэтому такой чумазый. Да, не, все нормально.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, my lady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, my lady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Я ее служанка.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Okay.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
И о чем они говорили?
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble, but I thought you ought to know.
Ну,
Most people don't tend to notice a call boy, not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, my lady.
Ну ладно, пускай уши лишние и глаза тоже не повредят. Может еще пригодится пацанчик. Вау, привет. Маргари, да?
You're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
А это
From
еще
the
одна
day you arrived in
служанка, что ли?
Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
Вы
You're
очень
very
добры.
kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
Я не предатель.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her.
Ну хорошо,
I
ладно.
wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I
Что я должен
cannot
сказать?
afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Ладно. Женские приемы. Сейчас попытаюсь надавить на свое мужское начало и подействовать женскими приемами. Женщины очень часто используют ложь, чтобы добиться своих интересов. Интересно, посмотрим, как это выйдет. Это как раз должна здесь хитростью, не силой, но хитростью добиваться того, чего она хочет. Я так считаю.
Good luck.
Спасибо. Но какой-то мне немножко странно вообще кажется вот эта вторая служанка, но она вроде тоже нормальная деваха, блин. Есть некое, конечно, соперничество, но...
You can do this.
Спасибо, леди Маргари. Ну что ж, попробуем. Здорово, пацаны. Воу.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace.
Лорд Тирион. Что-то я о нем тоже слышал. Вроде тоже нормальный чувак.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Ну что, преклоним колено. Мы же королева все-таки.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
Какая-то, блин, Алена Ланская, ё-моё.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Конечно.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Наша верность непоколебима.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily.
Clearly, her loyalty wavers quite a lot.
If she has any loyalty at all, is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey, if it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Для нашего
To our
общего
mutual
блага.
benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's
Я
yours.
сделаю
Yes,
все.
Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Наследовал за
She
своим
was just
сердцем.
following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's
Блин.
a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Ну и хрен с ним.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond
Да
question.
не волнуйся, вопросов нема.
And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
Королю,
I'm
конечно.
sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not
Что-то
very
они не очень
encouraging.
довольны. Ну и хрен с ним. Я говорил, я
I'd like a
переигрывать
word
не
with you, if
буду.
I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Не получилось хитриться. Ну, короче, нет у меня вот этой вот жилки
I'll walk you out.
хитрической.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family,
Спасибо
even
вам,
under the best
Лорд
of
Tyrion.
circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly
Это
entertaining.
было
I did
ради
it for Lady
Маргари.
Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you.
Ну да.
But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not her.
Что вы
What are you
предлагаете?
suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Боюсь,
It
что
may be
нет.
far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Давай, иди.
3
Не так
beautiful
рисковать.
bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
Спасибо.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Нет, там нельзя было на такой риск идти. Определенным образом. Ладно, сейчас посмотрим, с Маргаret еще встретимся или нет, что она скажет по поводу. Это подружка.
Mira, I was worried.
Ну, заходи.
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
Ой, да хорошо,
It
в
went well.
принципе.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being
Ну да, не говорит.
difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
Ах, она плохая
I'm told
девчонка.
he has a paramour.
Ну,
He
там
is quite handsome
надо
and
ее
quite
такать.
passionate,
Тоже.
from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
Не хочу без королевы.
Queen, no matter who I'd have to marry. Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
Просто
Sarah,
веселились.
we're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
Ну, а это радует.
I'm just glad it's
Да
over.
хорошо. Фух.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Нельзя
People
угодить
are
всем.
not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Ну, она как бы намекнула, что нету секретов.
About my family.
Будем, ну, доверимся. Если она доверяет Сэре, то...
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
Надеюсь, вы поймете.
My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Воронья почта у них там. Ну и что? Что она скажет? Зря я, может, оставил все-таки. Ладно. Так, здесь у нас... Здесь у нас меняется сюжет, опять же. Ну что ж, надеюсь, понравилось. Тут закручивается вообще трындец. Мне это самому нравится. Ну что ж, ребят, спасибо, что смотрели. С вами был Юра. Всего вам самого наилучшего. Пока-пока.